Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Johnny Wright. I'm with Helen Consulting Agency, and we are not going to keep you late this afternoon. We know that you've had a lot of presentations before you, so we're going to get started. Helen Consulting. I have a good team working with me. Kai, he's the head of marketing, 3 years with the company. Jacob, right here, 2 years with the company. He's the CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Chandler is our Vice President. He's been with us for 4 years. And Desmond is Head of Communication, 3 years with the company. My name is Johnny Wright, and I have 25 to 30 years of managerial experience. So we have a wealth of experience and knowledge to share with you. First of all, you're probably wondering, who is Helen, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have any idea who you think she is?
Helen
Keller. Helen Keller. She became deaf and blind at 19 months old. In the 1800s, they did not know what caused her illness. They said it was a stomach virus, a stomach disease. Probably was meningitis or something like that. But she did go on to become the first deaf blind person to receive her Master of Arts degree. So we're kind of dealing with ASL at UWG, which is the American Sign Language. And do any of you know signing?
I know someone.
You do?
No, just thumbs up.
And that is a sign. I bet you know more than you think you do. So I'm going to do a few things, and you tell me what you think it is. I'm going to do that one. Okay. So I'll be looking over there. Okay. I'm going to things to do. Now watch my thumbs, okay?
Come over here.
Open?
Open?
Sad.
Sit down.
Surprise. You might want to say, big time. Surprise. Okay.
Like that.
Okay, what about this?
Smile.
Smile. Okay. What about this?
Love.
Love. Everybody know that one. What about this? Watch my hand.
Fight.
See? You got it. What about this?
Hungry.
Everybody says hungry, but that's happy. Remember, after you eat, you do this and say, I'm so happy, my stomach is full.
Wow.
Okay, so we're working with ASL at UWG. They contacted our agency to help them improve their image, their communication, and to increase their membership. So Kai is going to give you the background.
A little about our background and why we named our group Helping Helen. I'll just give you a little background detail about Helen Keller. She developed scarlet fever at the age of 19, which caused her to go deaf and blind. And she was the first woman, the first deaf woman, blind woman, like she said, to get the bachelor degree of art. She was awarded many prestigious honors such as the Distinguished Service Award and the Presidential Medal of Honor for her work and dedication to raise and spread awareness for the deaf community. Even though she has a serious disease, that never stopped her from will for helping others, which is why she inspired us to name our consulting group after her. Our mission is to promote and spread awareness about not only the American Sign Language Club, but about the deaf community. We want to educate students about the deaf community. That way it can help students connect with the deaf community and have a deeper understanding of it. And lastly, we want to increase the numbers of students that actually practice sign language. Value. We want to make distinctive and substantial improvements to the day-to-day operation, to identify innovative opportunities for growth, and to increase market competitiveness. We want to work as your partner, and we want to provide hands-on tactics. And our next one is us, with Wayland, the statement B.
Good evening, everyone. I am Waylon, to go by Chandler though, so I'm comfortable if you want to call me that. With our statement of need, though, I have a couple things that we actually saw with our few months of just reviewing your organization that we thought we needed improvement on. The first one is the biggest one. We want to see a lot more member involvement. Members lay the groundwork for the organizations. They're who are there on the front lines. They spread word of mouth, help us with our fundraisers, set up, take down. That way your president and vice president and your communications director aren't having to do that all the time. We actually went to your last fundraising event at Moe's and noticed that we only had about one table, and that was in the back. And what we want to be doing is we want to fill Moe's up, and we don't want anybody to be able to eat unless they're part of ASL. Right? We also have community outreach. It's a very important thing for us. Like he said, we're based on we're founded on the belief that people need to know what's out there. The statistic is there's 40,000 hearing impaired people in Georgia as it is. That's one state alone. So we want you out there in the community spreading things. And this gets you more members, right? Because you help one family, the kid goes to West Georgia, all of a sudden you get a new member, right? And then it spreads word of mouth, and we just want that referral basis to keep going, okay? The last thing is we want to strengthen your communications. Guys, I don't want to be rude or seem mean about this. I'm just going to be blunt with you. I like doing that. It sucks. It really does. At the moment, your biggest means of communication is one group chat that you have going with a couple members. That really needs to improve and change. It can be a group me that we're going to suggest, Instagram, Snapchat, however you can get in touch with all of your members, but it needs to be a consistent basis, either weekly or bi-weekly. And you can reach out on an individual basis to each member just so you have that one-on-one connection with them. But we've got to see something else. Now, your external communication is also going to have to improve. We can't just be doing Instagram only. We're going to have to do Instagram. We need a Facebook page. We need something that people can see to get your organization out there. The last thing, and this is the most fun for me and my team, image improvement. And the reason I say that is because we actually do a study here on campus to see what people think ASL means. We got some funny answers for you. My first favorite one is, of course, American Sign Language. 3 people got that right, so we gave them a little prize for that. We also got American Space League. All Stakes Logistics. American Soccer League. A light sauce. In American Science Labs. I don't even know where they got the, okay. But so the point is, right now we really don't have much of an image either here on campus or out in the community, so we need to see a big improvement there. Don't just take my word for it, of course, as we say, proof is in the pudding. So we worked with LSU's American Sign Language Division, and we saw a 40% increase of member involvement with LSU after we implemented our program. This would be the last 3 months that we worked with them as an average for member involvement. That's fundraising activities, meetings, community outreach programs, 25% the first 3 months that we were there. We also worked with JSU on this, and we saw a 50% improvement with their programs. First 3 months, we were only at 30% involvement in members. And the last one, we were at 80% with JSU. So these are our biggest accomplishments. We haven't quite made it to the University of Alabama yet, Roll Tide, but we will be making our way there pretty soon, hopefully. Now, with all that being said, I am going to turn it over to one of my associates, Desmond, to explain the internal and external communication.
What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing today? Hey, y'all look dead. I'm trying to wake y'all up. All right, like you said, Waylon said, I was in charge over looking at y'all's internal and external communication. And like you said, it's not looking too well. So my main focus was, I was going to, y'all current internal and external communication was pretty much a face-to-face meeting, group chats, and maybe a conference call every once in a while. So my job is to try to improve that and get y'all to a point where we're broadening that area of focus to get more awareness out to the community and the campus. Internal communication. I think our biggest strength was the customer service. That's what we're trying to focus on. That's what our biggest strength is get that out. Weakness is probably the lack of communication that y'all have communicate with not only members and community. External, our focus like getting y'all's name out as far as in the social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and a more broader spectrum of that. That's what we're gonna try to get that done so y'all can expand your name and get more people out there to join the help or the ASL organization. Our biggest threat is other companies with our same idea, same goal. But I think with us, our fact shows. So with that being said, the numbers, social media, since we've been working, our social media went up, face-to-face is still a big one, email and phone. So our goal, like I said, our goal is to expand your social media, because y'all don't really get involved with social media like that. So I'm gonna turn it over to Jacob.
Thanks to my team members for their dedication. Now it's time for advice. With the recommendations to ASL and UW in four areas. I don't read. Look at this poor picture. What a pity. You can look at the poor homepage, and we basically can't get any useful information from this. So the first, so this is the first things ASL have to do. Enrich the site page. ASL UW needs to use colorful web design and photos of past activities to attract the attention of students and hearing impaired people. And we found out that ASL doesn't have decent activities, so ASL can hold a roadshow as a large-scale event to attract the interest of volunteers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. We also discovered another unfortunate truth about ASL. Currently, ASL student involvement rate is less than 1/3 of its membership. So ASL needs to increase student involvement. How to improve it? Use visual aids and other effective means when have meeting and attractive. So you can say wow, meeting. The reason for this advice are obvious. When you pick up your phone, you are more likely to look at Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook than you are to check your mail, right? So we will use this social media. How can ASL strengthen the internal connection? Not only students, ASL also serves a special group, deaf and dumb people. So visual information is very important. It is also designed to. Is very important. It is also designed to attract students to attend and care in the deaf community. I speak a little quickly and nervous. I'm sorry. What about the? So what about the external communication? Helen suggests more visual appealing interactive and informational ASL's Facebook image test and website. Colorful posters is important place on campus. Such as the bookstore, the campus center, cafeteria, and library. These would be excellent sources for meeting announcements on coming activities spring night. Now it's time to conclusion.
Thank you, Jacob. Good job. In concluding our presentation, going back to what Jacob was saying. How do you do this thing?
Sign here.
Okay. He was talking about the webpage and how important the webpage is for any business. And the first time I looked at your webpage, there was absolutely nothing on it. I clicked on the date, nothing came up. I clicked on activities, nothing came up. I clicked on the members, 3 members came up. I clicked on your homepage and your constitution came up. But there was the date at the top of your webpage said October 18, 2018. So I don't know if no one had been to that webpage during that time, but your webpage is one of the first things that people are going to look at, okay? So we're going to have to redesign your webpage. I did eventually find out that you had something on Facebook, but your webpage didn't tell me to go to Facebook. I was just out there looking to see what was there, and I said, they have something on Facebook, and you had 200 followers. Well, that could be 200 members. Did you all know you had 200 followers on Facebook? Okay. And to increase that, you only have 100 members right now, where you think say 51 to 100, so that could be 50, 60, 70, not even 100. So you really need to check out your Facebook page. Who's responsible for doing your Facebook page? Let them also do your webpage. We hit on this too, changing the venue, and Chandler did say that you went out to Moe's one time to eat. Your disadvantage is you don't have a specific place to meet. So every time you send out a meet notice, if it's not within the realm of where they want to go, they're not going. So we're going to have to try to see if we can get you a specific spot on campus where you can meet. And I think that would help your membership a lot. Jacob was talking about putting posters in the library. I know people don't like paper. This is the tech world. People don't like paper. But posters like something like this in the library or in the cafeteria, right as you go into the student, wherever we eat at over there, everybody will see that. And it's a bright poster. It's telling you what's going on, what time is going on. And we can put it in the in the cafeteria, the library, and all those places. That looks like a nice drink right there. I don't think that's probably in the library though. Money. For you to do all of this, you're going to need some more funding. So I think you collect your membership dues annually, but that's only like $15 to $25. And if you have 51 to 100 members, you don't have anything to do anything with. So you should be a nonprofit organization. You can get a sustaining membership drive going. And what sustaining membership will do is we'll go out, recruit members for you. They will give a donation to you every month, all through the year. And each year, you will have that amount of money coming in. You have different levels of sustaining members. You have the platinum, the gold, the silver. Some give $100, some give $200, some give $300. And you can build up your budget, and that way you may be able to find your place off campus to meet. Gifts in kind. Your members know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. They know someone that does tech, they know someone that knows how to do graphics, they know someone who knows how to write. Take advantage of your membership and their friends, neighbors, partners, whoever, so you can get some gifts in kind coming into the business. And if you follow those recommendations that we're giving you, and we're going to be right there with you. We're not going to give you this and walk away from it. We're going to be right there with you. And you can build your membership, You can sustain the funds you need to get to a place of your own, and ASL won't be thought of as a soccer league. Thank you.
Is there any way to remember your organization to get in touch with you? Any
Yes, we
takeaways?
have some giveaways for you, takeaways for you, with some information on it that will take you back to how it is.
All right, guys, let's do that.
So just to let you know,
This is a giant magnet with a brochure and a business card.